Hey Cathy, you're the catcher and the captain of our crew. You're accountable to everyone, you're accountable to you. There's so much you can show us, I think we all agree. We all should learn a little more about accountability from Cathy the Catcher. Cathy the Catcher.
Hi, I'm Cathy the Catcher. Today we're going to read Book 3 from the Threads and Friends series. It's called Accountability. It's a great story about the challenges I faced because of some problems with my vision and what I did to correct it. Let's start from the beginning. Cathy the Catcher settled into her position behind the batter, gave her signal to Pedro the pitcher, and watched Pedro wind up to throw a curveball. Cathy put up her glove. The batter swung and missed. The ball rushed past him, bounced off the backstop, and landed on the dirt behind home plate. Cathy scrambled to pick it up and throw it back to Pedro. Sorry. She got back into position and signaled for another curveball. They were down by 2 runs in the 3rd inning, but they already had 2 outs against the other team. One more, and her All-Stars team would have a chance to close that gap. Pedro leaned back, pitched, and the ball whizzed through the air. The batter swung again, missed. Cathy reached with her glove and missed again. The ball bounced off the tip of her glove and hit the backstop a second time. When she went to pick up the ball, she could feel her teammates staring at her. Her cheeks flushed as she threw the ball back to Pedro. He stepped to the right, but the ball was too far outside his reach. Gary ran over from third base, picked up the ball and gave it to Pedro. By the 4th inning, Cathy had missed more balls than she caught. Tears burned her eyes. She rubbed them with the back of her fist, but her vision blurred. She was usually a pretty good catcher. What was wrong today? Pedro came running up and gave Cathy a pat on the back. Don't worry, you're just having an off day. Coach Threads pulled Cathy aside after the game. You seem to be struggling, Cathy. Is everything all right? Yeah, I guess, she said. As the catcher, you're accountable for making sure the pitcher delivers the right pitch, and that you are ready to catch the ball at all times, Coach Threads said. The catcher is a very important position. If you need help or extra practice, you need to speak up, okay? She nodded and went home, telling herself it was just an off day, as Pedro said. But Cathy's off day turned into an off week. She couldn't seem to catch the ball, and at school, she missed writing down 2 assignments and had trouble understanding the math problem her teacher demonstrated on the whiteboard. Her head hurt almost every day, but she tried not to complain. At the end of the day, baseball practice was usually her favorite time, but not today. Cathy trudged into the locker room. What's wrong? Chen, the center fielder, came up to Cathy. You don't seem yourself. I don't know. I keep missing the ball. Cathy sighed and sat on one of the benches. Maybe I should quit the team. I'm not being a very good catcher. Samantha the shortstop, Gary the third baseman, and Pedro the pitcher crowded around the bench. Don't quit, Pedro said. You're a great catcher, Cathy. How about we meet after practice and we'll toss the ball back and forth for some extra practice? I don't think that's going to help, Cathy said. I just can't seem to do anything right lately. As the players were walking out to the field, Coach Threads stopped Cathy at the door. His kind face was full of concern. Cathy, I've noticed you've been having some trouble catching the ball lately. Tears filled Cathy's eyes. I know. I'm trying my hardest. I'm not sure what's wrong, Coach. Coach Threads tapped his chin as he thought about Cathy's problem. She was a great catcher, and it was unusual for her to miss the ball so many times. Maybe you should see the eye doctor. He might be able to help you. I'll talk to your mom after practice. Cathy wasn't sure that would help. Even the next day, when her mom drove her to the appointment, Cathy felt glum. The eye doctor had her look through a fancy machine with different lenses, read some letters on the wall, and look at signs with one eye closed. When he was done, he flicked on the lights and told Cathy, "Looks like you need some glasses." Cathy didn't want glasses. What if her teammates made fun of her? What if the glasses didn't make things better and she still couldn't catch the ball? She took her new glasses with her to the next game, but kept them in her pocket. When Pedro pitched the ball, it sailed past Cathy's glove. When she threw it back to him, the ball bounced out of his reach. When the team switched positions, the coach called her over to the dugout. "Cathy," Coach Threads said, "did you see the eye doctor?" Cathy nodded. She pulled the glasses out of her pocket. "He gave me these." "And you're not wearing them?" Cathy shook her head. Coach Threads bent down and gave Cathy an understanding look. "You know how we run sprints to get our legs stronger? And do push-ups to make our arms stronger?" Cathy nodded. "Those things help us be better baseball players. Think of your glasses as extra muscles for your eyes. They'll be stronger, and you'll be back to being a great catcher." He pointed toward the glasses. Taking care of your eyes and listening to the eye doctor is all part of being accountable. To your doctor, to your team, and to yourself. We depend on you, you know. Cathy thought about what Coach Threads said. When she went back out onto the field for the next inning, she slipped her glasses on, then settled her helmet on her head. Pedro pitched the ball. The batter swung too high, and Cathy caught the ball! She jumped to her feet. "I did it!" The team cheered. Coach Threads gave Cathy a smile. "I knew you would." She tossed the ball back to Pedro, and it landed square in his mitt. Cathy left her glasses on for the rest of the game and didn't miss a single catch. Everything around her was brighter and clearer, and her head didn't hurt from straining to see. She was back to being a great catcher. The All-Stars team won the game and everyone was ready to celebrate. When they got back to the locker room, Gary lifted Cathy onto the bench. "To Cathy, the best catcher ever." "Thanks everyone for encouraging me," Cathy said. "I was embarrassed at first to be wearing glasses, but then I realized seeing well is important, especially for a catcher." Her team gathered around her and agreed that sometimes all anyone needs is a little help from your teammates to make things brighter and better. In the end, all it took was a little nudge from Coach Threads to remind me that I really was accountable to all three: the doctor, my team, and myself. Once I put my glasses on, that was it, problem solved. So, make sure to follow through on your obligations. Remember, people are counting on you.
There's so much you can show us. I think we all agree. We all should learn a little more about accountability from Cathy the Catcher.